try to get someplace? No.
Anywhere you want.
Good, how are we doing?
Just before I got sworn in.
Is that all right?
Well, it was a lot of fun, so thank you very, very much. Joe is running really late.
Okay. Well, you know, it's horrible traffic, and it was just an accident. Yeah, I left.
Okay.
Like 10 or 9. Oh, good?
Oh, okay.
Hey, how are you? Oh, dear, how's it going? How are you?
That was the last time I was here. That's the first question. Such a good
I guess right next to Mark, he says.
Oh, sorry.
That's how you sit next to you.
Okay. Great. Charlie, how are you? Good, Frank. Thanks. Congratulations.
I'm on bike.
Oh my goodness, this joint is jumping. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Sharon Casey, we met last week. Nice to see you.
This is, I
We met
introduced
last week, I
you.
took
Yes.
pictures, didn't I?
Yes, you did, you took great pictures. He was actually just saying he's gonna be using them on a different project.
Okay, good. Okay, good, I'm glad.
Read your emails.
Correct. I know, Leo always said the same thing, and I said even more. Just he went to Paris. He finally took the wife to Paris for 10 days. He's coming back tomorrow.
Long ago.
Yeah, we were younger.
Yes.
This guy's pulled in the heavy hitters.
Long time no see.
Long time no see, how are you?
Where
My
do you want these to go?
My pleasure. You get Charlie Fisk here too, huh? Ah, yeah, I'm on the board.
You're gonna buy it?
The ARC, yes. This area is set that she's a secret
I knew she was a trailblazer. You know, one afternoon I said, this woman's good.
Anyone want to cookie? But it's my mother's Italian. So the fact that I can't eat
Bread and pasta.
it's this is sacrilege, and my father was Irish, so it's like I said, I call it celiac disease instead of celiac. I said because it's God's food joke. No pasta, no beer for the Irish Italian food. Really? Seriously? It's like I must have done something wrong in a past life.
Michael, it's a spring cookie guidelines.
You know, that's really a good thing to do. Just kind of pick the choices. When you get a favorite,
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. The battle's on, right? Who are we
So?
Joey? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Did I introduce you to Sam?
No.
I may tell you. This is older Sean. Is assistant with JNC. Deputy director. No, it's a big deal. She's a big deal. All the back from the tree. All soup. Here's a senior. He's interning with me for months to the scenes project. So he'll be around. I told him he gets bored with the meetings. Isn't it amazing? I gave to this yeah, and I went on one like 5-6 years ago, and I was asking her before I got these, and she said, I don't know about this building. No, it's more than that, was like 10 years ago, and I said, well, you know, because they moved, because they could talk. It's training in a different spot. And it's funny, because I said, that's something that is me. And I'm like, I know that. And I said, I just remember. That's how I picked it up, so I was a senior yesterday, and I was having an internship. Classes, and the boss, three of us, we worked second Thursday to do tours. And sometimes when we ate tours, it was Wednesday. Sometimes we come up to meetings. I was paid up to the governor's council. The governor, she works for us just and I love it. She worked for the Sun, but my mother has stories. We really need to get them on tape because some of her stories are really great stories. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. I tell people, for me, yeah, don't waste the money. Honestly, you have to take all one of my best friends, she was the first person I wrote to meet. She went years to college and then transferred. I mean, so
I'm not working with a student.
Lynn's I'm getting my postage messaging up. I might have one put it for sale on Like the first
Morning. Apologize for being a few minutes late. I think most of us had some really bad traffic this morning coming up here, starting in Freetown for me. We're all here. We'll start the meeting soon. I'd like to start by just introducing the councilors. Bob Drewville, Councilor Drewville, Councilor Malin Devane, Councilor Eileen Duff. I'm sure the other councilors will be filing in shortly. And it's nice to have you here, Mr. Gildea. And if you'd like to point out people that you brought along today, please feel welcome.
Wish I could say we'll be brief. Started in the corner here, that's my oldest sister, Mary. Took me in the first grade and I ended up in a nurse's home. I hope that doesn't happen. It's her husband, Lowell Butler, my brother-in-law, Tom Lowell, my sister, Peggy, my brother, Tim, my sister, Karen, attorney Megan Bridges is an attorney that used to work with me in Brockton. Treasurer Thomas O'Brien from Plymouth County, Representative Claire Cronin, my daughter Erin, my wife Charlotte, Frank Thompson, who's the town manager of Hanover. Bill Taylor is a good friend from the case, he's chairman of the Cape Cod Healthcare Board of Trustees. He's one of the people on the name. Sharon Casey, this gentleman, I'm sorry. Dick Suzy is a former assistant clerk in Brockton. Tony Zioli is a city clerk in Brockton. I've worked with him for over 25 years. Judge Rufo from Barnstable County Court. Chief Justice, who I had the honor to meet today. A gentleman from Beverly High School, I also had the honor to meet today. Charlie Fisk is a longtime friend from Brockton. I did not know he was going to be here, and I'm happy he could be here. The young woman is from Claire Cronin's office. Rob O'Rourke is a selectman in the town of Hanover and a court officer. The sergeant of arms is along with him. And those are the folks, in addition, in the corner there, Michael Brady, Senator Michael Brady, who I worked with on the council and is a senator in our area.
Thank you very much. So welcome, everyone, distinguished guests. Pleasure to be able to chair the meeting today for a fine candidate nominated by the governor. And I'll just start by reading the letter. To the council dated April 5th, 2017, I am pleased to nominate Atty. Gildea to the position of Associate Justice of the Superior Court. And the governor closed his resume. I would just ask that the witnesses who are going to testify today to please stand and raise your right hand. Please swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. And we're going to start off with my friend, Honorable Claire D. Cronin, Representative. You can stand or have a seat, whatever you're comfortable with. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. Good morning, honorable councilors. I'd like to, acknowledge my own governance council, talk to you. I'd like to thank the governor, the lieutenant governor, the judicial nominating commission, and especially the governance council for allowing me the privilege to testify before you today in support of the nomination of Mark Gildea as an associate justice of the Superior Court. I have known Mark for close to 30 years. I've been a member of the bar since 1985, and over the course of my career, I practiced in both civil and criminal courts. I've been affiliated with Commonwealth Mediation since 2002, where I have served as both an arbitrator and a mediator. Over the course of my career, I have had the opportunity to work with and observe many attorneys. I consider Mark to be one of the very best. Mark has an in-depth knowledge of the law and courtroom procedures great and innate ability to interpret and apply the law to any factual situation. He is a well-respected member. He is a real lawyer's lawyer. We practiced in the same area, and I was always impressed with his knowledge and understanding of so many different areas of the law. I always knew him to be smart and thoughtful in his approach, and always guided by principle. Never flamboyant or flashy, just steady, thorough, and dedicated. But there is one day that I will never forget. I sat as an arbitrator on a case that Mark handled. It was not any case. It was a case that involved the death of his own father. The case was a difficult one and required very complex expert testimony. Of the hundreds of cases I have adjudicated, I will never forget them. I will never forget the professionalism that Mark displayed during the course of the hearing. Despite the complexity and the intensely painful and personal nature of the case, Mark was the consummate professional. He demonstrated a remarkable ability to work under pressure. Mark displays this same professionalism, patience, and ability to work under pressure to every case and to every position that he has held. As legislative counsel to the city of Brockton, Mark is often presented with complex legal issues that require comprehensive understanding of municipal law. He handles this position with ease. He is always patient and respectful when dealing with others, and he is an effective communicator. He exhibits calmness, even in the most intense situations. These are all qualities that will serve him well as a member of the judiciary. In recent years, I've come to know Mark outside the professional arena. He is a dedicated husband and father to five children. They are 5 children, not just 5. He is kind. He's open-minded, and he displays humility. Most importantly, he is a man of integrity. Beyond his superior intellect and his legal ability, Mark demonstrates the attributes of a great judge. He has what I would term the perfect judicial temperament. He is courageous, independent, fair, and logical. He has an appreciation of the human condition and the societal factors that often precipitate an individual's entry into our justice system. I respectfully urge you to support his nomination as an associate justice. You will never regret it. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Council Jumbo. Good to see you. Congratulations on your fine appointment.
Thank you.
So much experience in life.
Thank you. Although I am here in my personal capacity,
You
but
are.
I appreciate the shout out.
You're a great rep. And you're a great lawyer. So your statement.
Thank you.
I'd like to introduce Councilor Terry Kennedy, who represents the room we're sitting in. He's from Boston to welcome to my district. Any other questions for Representative? Thank you very much for coming here today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to hear from the Honorable Robert Ruffo. He just sits in the fine county of Boston, I believe. Is that correct, Judge?
That is correct. You are my counsel.
Well, thank you once again for coming here. Once again, whatever you're comfortable with.
I sit all day long, so it's good to see you.
Yes.
It is my extreme pleasure to be here on behalf of Attorney Mark Gildea, who I know personally as well as he has appeared before me in Plymouth and Barnstable counties on a regular basis. I had an opportunity to discuss the nomination with him as soon as he was nominated. I think I called him that afternoon. I was very excited that he is going to join the Superior Court with your approval, and I urge you obviously to nominate him. And from that moment on, of course, we're all collegial, and I'm so pleased to see Chief Justice Farrell in here, who's an excellent chief. We just had a wonderful spring conference out in Lenox, Massachusetts on Friday and Saturday. We're all happy to work on Saturday and to learn more about what it is to be a good judge. But one of the things that I thought about when I spoke to Mark, and I measured them against what we call our core competencies. I've been blessed and pleased and privileged to be what's called a mentor coach. We have this J2J program. It's like a peer mentoring program. And as a new judge mentor or a focus mentor, I've been through all this training, only because I've been on the bench for 21 years. And as a result of that, I measured him up with respect to the core competencies and looked at his resume. And as he says in his resume, he has maintained a general practice of law in the truest sense, because he has practiced law in all phases of both the civil and criminal side of the court. So as part of the J2J program, when we have a new judge come on the bench, Chief Justice Fabricant has fashioned a wonderful new judges training program, which I've actually participated in. We just had it about a month ago at the 13th floor of the Suffolk County Courthouse. And it's intense training. But one of the things that we have is this thing called a judicial capacity wheel. It's very interesting. And it sort of outlines the core competencies. And we use this to sort of measure ourselves, because we're always learning, in terms of what those core competencies are and what they require. And in looking at Mark Gildea's practice and the way in which he's approached the law, he scores almost perfectly in each of the various core competencies that we have.
And you scored, Judge.
I didn't score well enough. But judicial temperament is the #1 thing that is listed. Thank you, Councilor Kennedy. And it talks about patience and open-mindedness, courtesy, courage, punctuality, firmness, understanding, compassion, humility. We won't meet a more humble human being than Mark Gildea. So I'm not going to go through them all, but looking at the various sort of tactics that we take in terms of the approach to our job, knowledge and aptitude, experience and education, suitability to workload, working under pressure. One of the beauties about the Superior Court is, and I analogize this to Councilor Kennedy, and I spoke to him the other day on the phone, is that we have to use every club in the golf bag. Never know what's coming at me. I may be thinking that I'm going to be sitting civil that particular day on motions, but yet something will come in that requires my attention on the criminal side of it. So in the smaller counties, that's what we do. We focus on the workload. We focus on the requirements of being a Superior Court judge. I firmly believe that Mark Gildea has those attributes. I would urge you to support his nomination. I'm not going to continue to speak other than if you have any questions.
We certainly appreciate your presence here today. Councilor Devine.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Councilor Devine.
I'm supposed to practice over your choice. Not at the same time. I just want to tell you, thank you for your mentoring program, because I've been here 18 years and we really need that. And I know, I don't get names, one particular judge that was really being and so forth. Mentoring has changed her 100%. And I don't think people realize that program is in existence, and I'm glad it's people like you that are involved in it.
Chief Justice Fabricant is the brainchild of it, and we
Yeah,
all
it's a wonderful program. You're doing wonderful things, and you are impressing these judges to have respect for everyone that comes in to the court. And thank you so much. And I know I think of this nomination becoming a thank you.
I don't mean any disrespect, but Judge Nixon unfortunately is sick today, so I'm minding the store.
Okay.
So I have to scoot back and do the acting.
Let's give our best to Judge Anderson as well. Sorry, Councilor Jumbo.
Judge, good to see you again. I noticed a difference in last month. Is that because of the course? Yesterday you used every club in that bag. I know that.
Councilor Jubenville actually appeared before me yesterday.
You didn't find him, did you, for your life?
Oh, that's kind of,
No,
could you next time? No, it's a pleasure, but no, I don't think I've changed. I really am myself on the bench, and I told Mark that. I really can't change your strikes. I act the same way on the bench, but a little bit more. Those are the respect.
I'm just kidding.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Next, we're going to hear from Senator Michael Brady.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and members of the Governor's Council. I'll stand as well. be very brief. I've got another hearing to attend, but I just want to thank you for allowing me to speak, and all the members that are here as well, and our colleagues, and honorable members of the Governor's Council of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I write today to respectfully request your support in confirming Attorney Mark C. Gildea's nomination to judge for the Massachusetts Superior Court. I've known Attorney Gildea and his family for countless years. We grew up in the same neighborhood in Brockton, and he comes from an honest, upstanding, and hardworking family. Prior to my becoming a state representative and state senator, I served on the Brockton City Council for approximately 13 years, and Mr. Mark Gildea was the attorney to the City Council during my tenure. I have known him to be articulate, honest, trustworthy, and knowledgeable. In addition, he has a vast wealth of knowledge and experience in the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and communicates such laws in a non-biased and non-partisan way. Alongside his work in the city of Brockton, he has served for 24 years for the town of Bridgewater and 12 years for the county of Plymouth as their legal counsel. During the years of service, Attorney Gildea has represented clients in the U.S. Federal District Court, U.S. Bankruptcy Court, Mass Appeals Court, Mass Superior Court, Housing Court, Probate and Family Court, Land Court, District Court, Rhode Island Superior Court and District Court, Massachusetts Civil Service Commission, Massachusetts Commission Against Discrimination, Massachusetts Labor Relations, Massachusetts Alcohol Beverage Control Commission, and multiple municipal and commissions. Due to the vast experience and knowledge as a lawyer, I'm confident that Attorney Mark Gildea will be an excellent choice for a position on the Superior Court, and I strongly recommend him and humbly ask for your vote and support. And I thank you, Mr. Chairman, and the members for having me speak today.
Thank you, Senator. Councilor Devane.
Well, this is quite a tribute to you, because this is the first time that's been a
Yes.
Right, so that is quite a tribute. And we go back to city councils together, not on the same city council, but we get notes. So your testimony means a lot. You can create and take community to say your experience. And I really appreciate it. And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator.
And I'm going to submit this letter for all the members, and also my business card. Should anybody need to call me with any further questions, you're happy to contact me anytime. They did move me up to the Irish caucus from the fifth floor, so I have a new office. So, all right.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator. I also wanted to note that Magistrate Green was supposed to be here today, but there was a medical emergency in his family, and he wouldn't be here. But he did send along support for you.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I was supposed to mention that his wife has some medical procedures, so he apologized, but he also wanted to express his support for Attorney Gildea.
Thanks very much.
Council Ferrero.
Yes.
I just wanted to say that, there is a witness who wants to speak, he's a doctor, and he couldn't come in this segment of our hearing because he is with a cancer patient. And I'm asking your permission when he does arrive, that you'll allow him to speak.
So he arrived during our hearing.
Right.
We'd like to hear from him. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so next we're going to hear, well, I'd like to introduce the Dean of the Council, Christopher Iannella.
Good morning, how are you?
Who's been here for only like 30 years. Next one here from Megan Bridges, please. Welcome.
Good morning, honorable members of the council. It's with great pleasure that I'm here today to support the nomination of my mentor and former boss, Attorney Mark Gildea, to the Massachusetts Superior Court. I'm honored to sit before you today and endorse Attorney Gildea. My name is Megan Bridges, and I've had the pleasure of working with Attorney Gildea for 3.5 years as an associate of his law practice, Clark Buckley and Gildea. As a young and inexperienced lawyer in a small firm, I was extremely fortunate to be in such close proximity to a kind and thoughtful mentor. Attorney Gildea, always generous of his time, helped me navigate the law, hone my skills, and guide me through the challenges of litigating cases. Even being such a novice, Attorney Gildea always treated me with respect and courtesy, never demeaning or belittling. I'm confident that he would treat those that come before him as a judge with the same respect and courtesy. As most of you know, the legal profession is built around time. There is time that needs to be spent building business, time with clients, time to do pro bono work, and time to establish ourselves in the community which we practice. Of course, also time with our family and friends. Time to mentor Attorney Gildea has the breadth and depth of professional experience to make an excellent judge. He's brilliant, he's honest, and he's straightforward. He has a gift for consensus building and common sense. Over the years, his practice has included civil litigation, real estate, municipal law, and other general practice considerations. I can attest to the quality and vigor of his work. Attorney Gildea's work and experience prepares him to be a well-rounded and respected justice of the Superior Court. His 30-plus year career in managing his own successful practice, and in the public eye representing numerous political bodies. However, he always finds time to help those in need. Despite representing so many political entities, Attorney Gildea has never gotten distracted or involved in politics. This is important and illustrates his impartiality and good judgment. Attorney Gildea truly connects with and appreciates all people from every walk of life. He's empathetic and understands the needs and concerns of everyday individuals. He treats the court and counsel with the utmost respect, and court staff have always enjoyed his quick wit and engaging personality. This is one of my favorites, that he works in a small practice, small space, and anyone that ever walked into the office when Mark was there, he always greeted anyone, whether he knew them or not, hello, and what can we do for you today? Always with a smile, a handshake, and respect. Integrity is one of the keystones of the judicial system, and a good judge must strive towards the highest standards of integrity in his or her personal and professional lives. There is no question in my mind that Attorney Gildea possesses the highest standard, and his steadfast demonstration of that integrity commands my trust, confidence, and respect. He has an independent mind and an endless supply of moral courage. I've been fortunate to witness Attorney Gildea's humanity and humility, two personal characteristics, as we've heard today, that are necessary for a judge to understand the viewpoints and concerns of the parties to a case. Attorney Gildea has the gift of being able to put his ego aside and treat everyone with dignity and justice. While he takes great pride in his work, family, and life, Attorney Gildea is the last person to talk about himself or his accomplishments. This humility and compassion are what drive him to help others. Lastly, Attorney Gildea has a temperament that is perfect for the Superior Court. He has a professional, albeit easygoing, demeanor that I have seen him use effectively in these kind of situations. He has a cooperative approach to issues that will serve him and the court well. Further, he is patient, open-minded, and courteous. He's also even-keeled and hands down the absolutely hardest working person I know. Attorney Gildea would actively contribute to the proper functioning and well-being of the court. It was sincerely an honor to practice with Attorney Gildea. I'm lucky to have him as a mentor and now friend. Attorney Gildea's personal life is one of dedication to his family, his community, and his philosophies. Moreover, public service has always been at the forefront of his pursuits. I'm hopeful that you will offer Attorney Gildea the opportunity to continue his public service to the Commonwealth as a justice of the Superior Court. He's uniquely qualified to serve on the bench, and he will bring a perspective of a practicing lawyer, drawing upon his diverse knowledge of the law and mastery of the rules of procedure and evidence. Thank you for your work on the Governor's Council and considering my support for Attorney Gildea to serve as justice.
Your testimony. Are there any questions for Councilor Duff?
I do have a question for Attorney Bridges. A lot rests on this. You said that he had good judgment not to get involved in politics. What does that say about us?
No comment.
I'm teasing you.
No, he certainly has good judgment, and I offer the illustration as an example, just as proof that certainly one could understand that representing the city of Crofton, commissioners, the town of Bridgewater, there's ample opportunity sort of to get tied up into the net of politics that unfortunately sometimes isn't always so positive.
As someone who served as a police officer, chief of police, I hear you loud and clear. And it's important that you have great counsel, cities and towns.
Thank you.
Just watching, how many years did you work?
3.5.
3.5. Any other questions? Thank you for your testimony.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else here in favor of the nominee that wishes to speak Anyone opposed to the nominee?
I'm around the corner.
I can lose my lawyer.